Why did the Rebbe choose Rambam for daily study? Why not Shulchan Aruch or any other Sefer?
This question can be answered at length, but I'll try and keep it short, just the points. The Rebbe's point in learning Rambam on a daily level wasn't in order to paskin halachas from it. And it's important to remember that's not what it is. A Jew has to learn Shulchan Aruch, and a Jew has to learn Shulchan Aruch every day in order to know halach l'maisa, in order to know what to do. In a sense, perhaps Dafka specifically, the Rebbe chose something which is not halacha, which is not practical halacha, because the idea of the daily study is something of learning in order to learn. And the greatness of Rambam is that the Rambam includes Kala Torah Kula, as the Rambam himself writes, it includes the entire Torah, every single aspect of Torah, not necessarily in order to know what to do, because knowing what to do, in fact, in a Maimer, the Rebbe explains that learning in order to know what to do, that's not the ultimate Torah Lishma. Torah Lishma is for the sake of Torah. In order to know what to do is a very important thing, but that's for the sake of mitzvahs, for the sake of what we fulfill. A Jew has to know what to do. For that, he has to learn Shulchan Aruch. That's included in mitzvahs. Here, the Rebbe wanted something which will include the idea of study of Torah, Torah for its own sake, which is learning the entire Torah, learning one Sefer, which includes, it's a mikvah, it's a gathering of the entire Torah, and it's the only Sefer that includes everything of the entire Torah. In that sense, the Rebbe was uniting all the Jewish people together, that every Jew is now one in the idea of Torah study. It's interesting because with regards to mitzvahs, every person anyway does the same mitzvahs, but this person needs these halachas, this person needs those halachas. If you're learning in order to know what to do, you have a man, you have a woman, you have a married person, you have a single person, you have a Kohen, you have a Levi, you have a Yisrael. Each one has what they need to do. But regarding learning Torah, when we're learning Rambam, it's the Torah, the essence of the Torah, which is connected to every Jew, regardless of who it is, because it says all the halachas, even the halachas which aren't important practically, because it's learning the Torah. In addition to that, and that's something which comes as a result of uniting the entire Jewish people by learning the same concept in Torah. Uniting, bringing the whole Torah as one, because it's the whole Torah is included in one single Sefer. As a result, we also come to something else that the Rambam has, which is the halachas hilchas al Mashiach, the laws that are connected to the time of Mashiach. To the extent that the Rambam also says, the only Sefer that there is that has the halachas, not only the laws that will be applicable in the time of Mashiach, which that is elsewhere as well, but the laws of Mashiach. The Hilchais, Melech HaMashiach, the laws of Mashiach himself. In fact, even in the Gemara, we don't see this clearly, and it's a whole question, where did the Rambam derive this from the Gemara? And certainly there is no other Sfarim that talk about the laws, not just of what will be applicable, that we do find, but the laws of Melech HaMashiach, the laws of Mashiach himself, the laws of the days of Mashiach. That's because as a result of the completion of the entire Torah, the oneness of the entire Torah, and the oneness of every Jew which is connected to the oneness of Torah, we come to the ultimate purpose of this oneness, which is the ultimate of the Torah, which is the laws of Mashiach and the idea of the coming of Mashiach. So that's the idea of the Sefer that the Rebbe chose, and that doesn't take away the importance of learning halachas. And that's why also it's not a question based on the fact we know that it's a Tzedek wrote a very strong, sharp letter to the Russian government regarding when the Maskilim, the so-called enlightened Jews, they wanted that in the schools they should teach children Rambam instead of Shulchan Aruch, instead of Kitzur Shulchan Aruch for halacha. And their reason, they wanted something which should be one specific book, and a book that will be included for everyone, whereas in Shulchan Aruch there's different opinions. The Rambam will be just that, or other reasons they wanted. And they wanted through that to uproot the idea of doing halacha of actual practical mitzvahs. We don't paskin from the Rambam. The Rebbe wasn't coming to teach us what to do in order to know what to do, but rather how to learn Torah for the sake of Torah, and how to bring the completion of the purpose of Torah, which is what the Rambam starts with, the knowledge of Hashem, and what the Rambam ends with, the ultimate, the perfection, the completion, which is the coming of Mashiach.